This is the morning of the 20th of July, showing some of the aftermath of the flood last night, courtesy of the BNSF railway. This is all land that's just used as pasture. This land maybe not quite so big a deal, but still totally unnecessary. If the railway would have fixed the grade like they said they were going to do back in 2016 and make a bigger, wider path, you can see that water is still running to its lowest point. Water always naturally goes to the lowest point. If they had a big enough area for the water to go under the wash like it used to be before they built their dam, then none of this would happen. The water would all go south to the river. These walls that you see around these houses were built as aftermath of the 1998 flood, thanks to the railway. Without those walls, they would have been underwater again. They were forced to do that at their own expense. The railway is totally to blame. Without the dam of the railway grade, and it could have been solved. They could have just made it a higher grade. They could have widened and made the underpass higher. But no, they don't care. They've got eminent domain, have had since the government started letting them build railways. This house got water in the back side of the house, about an inch of water. You can see this house is surrounded by water. Just a mess. At the high point of the runoff last night, there was 3 feet of water in my horse pasture. It's since been receding. We had to move the horses to higher ground. Several haystacks have gotten wet. Garden is most likely ruined for the year. Haven't been able to get in there and assess. It was underwater. The biggest thing is this alfalfa field. Brand new last year. We spent a lot of money leveling this ground and replanting it, and you can see that it all got washed. It's full of mud. This alfalfa field is probably going to die, and most definitely going to have to be reworked so it'll irrigate decently. And I'm about to show you the whole crux of the problem. In the video I made last night, it showed that the water was backing up at the railway bridge. Well, it did that. Water was coming down from Manila because they don't have adequate underpass at the Manila wash either. And so what happened is, as you can see, the railroad is just right down there. Well, because the water couldn't get under the bridge that's just beyond those cottonwood trees down there, the water backed up. Here you can see where the water was flowing in and around. Filled this whole top corner of the field with mud, other debris. Here's what has happened. Because the water couldn't go where it was supposed to go, it backed up, finally found a low spot, and it washed this whole bank out here, shoving all that water across this alfalfa field, down into the pasture. Down there's the James home. They got water in it. and those other houses. It forced the water where it's not supposed to go. If the underpass at the Wash Bridge for the railroad was properly made and big enough to account for runoff, then this wouldn't happen. This is the railroad's fault. The railroad should pay for this damage.